Some people have described this as the equivalent of our Suez Crisis. That was 1956 when the British and the French, Gamal Abdel Nasser, nationalized the Suez Canal. They tried to take it back. It was a fiasco. They had to retreat, well, along with the Israelis. Would you agree?
Yes, I would say it's the same because there's really, if anyone knows the geography of Hormuz, I mean the literal, what it looks like, the landscape of Hormuz, it's very evident that there is no way that the Americans, as things stand, this has been planned for a long time by the Iranians, the whole of that Hormuz sea line is bordered by caves, it's cliffs, and in those cliffs are anti-ship missiles. Under Hormuz, they have submersible drones. We haven't seen them used yet. But these submersible drones have tunnels under the Hormuz waterway so that the drones can come out undersea, not visible, can't be seen by anyone. They have lithium batteries that can last for 4 days. They have the ability to loiter, and they have AI capacity to then choose and select targets. Then they have surface drones, high speed, very high speed drones with explosive. And what is unnoticed but is crucial to this is they have these mini submarines, 2-man submarines, small submarines, but they can operate in the shallow waters of the Hormuz Straits and the Hormuz waterway. And they are equipped with anti-ship missiles and also with these drones too. It would be a suicide to try and put a landing craft down the straits. The straits themselves are under fire control because on the other side of Hormuz, that is a sort of a bend around the peninsula, and that behind that are mountains, and they are riddled with caves and emplacements of artillery. So the whole of the Hormuz Straits, you don't need to have drones or missiles. They control it by artillery fire. It's within range. And that exists right up to Karg Island. So any ship trying to go up this waterway will be sunk or damaged and told to leave. And if you land forces on the Iranian side, there will be, how do you get them there? How do you sustain them? How do you resupply them? How do you exfiltrate them? You're going to land them on Iran? It's desolate, that part of Iran. There are no forests. There are in other parts of Iran, but this is just desolate. And Karg Island is a very small place. It is, even if you landed them on Karg Island, I've been to Karg Island, it is just a small flat area where the terminal for the pipelines from inside Iran come and load tankers. If you take it, what is that going to do? And anyway, even if you stop the Iranian oil from flowing to Karg, then all Iran has to do is to close Hormuz for 3-4 weeks, and the pain in terms of oil price, inflation, markets, valuations will be felt very quickly. 93% of the Jewish residents of Israel want the war to continue. So this is what is being pursued, how to put the pressure on Trump to continue the war, because they want Iran destroyed, not just into some sort of agreement on nuclear issues or something. They want it destroyed. They want to set up a whole series of ethno-sectarian mini-states on it, Baluchi state, Kurdish state, Azeri state, whatever, set them at odds with one another and have a completely weakened Iran. So Iran is not going to go back into that paradigm. Why should it? Under any circumstances, they can see that, and now they are in the process of trying to make a strategic push, a shift, to change that paradigm and to get out of this and to have sanctions lifted. One of the points of the Hormuz exercise is because people are paying tolls, and those tolls are, if you like, breaking the sanctions siege on Iran. And that's the only way you get your tankers out. And increasingly, states are coming and agreeing and trying to make arrangements with Iran. I mean, including Asian states, particularly Asian states. Of course, India and Pakistan, but also South Korea, Japan. They're all making arrangements to pay the toll and to be able to access energy through Hormuz. So, I mean, it is breaking in a small way, but breaking the sanctions. But they want sanctions lifted completely. And they are using the yuan, the imposition of the yuan, and also the attempt to tell all of the Gulf states that they have now to abandon their close economic ties with the United States if they want to have a relationship with Iran. And it's not just the American bases, but it's also the Microsoft, the Amazon, that part of the, if you like, the structure that has created an environment, an economic culture of the whole Gulf, which is inimical to Iran.